Okay, so you're trying to find something called Walking into Senegal's Biggest Ghetto, West Africa. Interesting.
Yeah.
You really want to get a feel for what urban life is like in Senegal.
Mm-hmm.
And while we couldn't track down that exact title,
Right.
we can definitely point you to some pretty valuable perspectives. Think of this as us charting a course to that kind of knowledge.
Yeah, I think what's really interesting about that search is the desire to kind of see firsthand, um, a significant urban community in Senegal.
Hmm.
Even if that precise piece of content is elusive, there are all kinds of avenues, that explore similar themes of urban life and socioeconomic conditions in West Africa.
Okay, so let's start with a YouTube creator named Indigo Traveler.
Yeah.
He's known for kind of going to places that aren't always on the typical tourist map.
Mhm.
And he has spent some time in West Africa. Now, while he might not have a specific video titled, that specific title, his work often involves like exploring the realities of urban environments.
Mhm.
So you might find something there that gives you a similar kind of insight into urban West African communities.
Definitely. I mean, he often documents the daily lives and social dynamics within various urban settings.
Yeah.
So even without a direct hit, his approach could provide a related window into the kinds of experiences you're hoping to find.
And it's not just individual creators either. Think about those broader travel documentary platforms like BBC Travel, DW Documentary, or Al Jazeera.
Yeah.
They frequently cover stories about urban culture and the challenges that cities face across Africa. And Senegal, being a significant country in that region, is very likely to have been featured in their reporting.
Absolutely. And I think looking at the bigger picture, those organizations often have the resources to really delve into complex urban issues and present diverse narratives from different cities in West Africa. So your initial search could kind of lead you to discover a wider range of, well-researched content.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
This is where it gets really interesting. Um, it's really crucial to seek out local Senegalese voices who
Mm-hmm.
truly knows urban life in Senegal better than the people who live it right.
Yeah.
So we're talking about looking for Senegalese creators and journalists on platforms like YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, and I think this brings up a key point that the perspective of someone who lives in a community can be vastly different from that of an outside observer.
Absolutely.
So local creators, they can really offer an intimate understanding that's shaped by daily experience, potentially revealing nuances that a visitor might miss.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So try searching with specific keywords like Senegal urban life or Dakar communities.
Right.
You might find exactly what you're looking for from a local perspective or even something more revealing.
Yeah, and don't forget the simple power of just a direct online search.
Shoot.
Terms like Senegal urban exploration or Dakar socioeconomic documentary might uncover, less mainstream content or individual projects that have touched on this topic, even if the title isn't an exact match.
So the key thing to remember here is this. Even if you haven't found that exact title, there are so many paths to explore the urban landscape and the socioeconomic realities of Senegal.
Yeah.
From international documentarians to the vital perspectives of Senegalese creators themselves, there's a lot out there.
And I think what's fascinating is considering how different storytellers approach the same subject. So your initial search has actually opened up a broader exploration of documentary styles and perspectives on urban environments in West Africa.
Exactly. So while that specific title might be out of reach for now,
Right.
we've given you several promising avenues to deepen your understanding of urban Senegal.
And this leaves us with a final thought for you. How might the motivations and focus differ between an international traveler documenting an urban area and a local resident sharing their own lived experience? What unique insights might each offer into the complexities of urban life?
That's a really good point. I like that. Food for thought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, this has been another deep dive.
Absolutely.
We'll see you next time.